Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you own a Hyundai, doesn't matter if it's an Elantra, a Sonata, a Tucson, a Santa Fe, or anything else in their lineup, you need to watch this video all the way through, because what I'm about to share with you completely changed the way I deal with my car. I'm talking about something so simple, so free, and so ridiculously effective that I genuinely cannot believe it took me this long to discover it. I've owned my Hyundai for about 4 years now, and for the first 2 of those years, I was constantly at the dealership. Warning lights on the dash, weird error codes, random electrical quirks. My car would do things that made absolutely no sense. I spent money on diagnostics, paid for software updates, sat in waiting rooms for hours, and half the time I'd drive out, and the same thing would happen again 2 weeks later. That all changed when I stumbled across a fix that sounds almost too simple to be real. And yet, it works. I've tested it. My friends with Hyundais have tested it. People in online forums have confirmed it thousands of times over. Today, I'm walking you through exactly what this hack is, why it works, and how to do it yourself, right in your driveway, with 0 tools, 0 cost, and 0 mechanical experience required. Trick 1, the battery reset, the master fix behind everything. All right, let's get right into it. The hack, the one fix that has resolved the majority of complaints Hyundai owners experience, is a proper battery reset combined with a throttle body relearn. That's it. 2 steps, completely free. Takes about 20 minutes from start to finish. Now, before you click away thinking, I've heard of disconnecting the battery before, hear me out, because most people do it wrong. The way you do this on a modern Hyundai is very different from just yanking the cable for 5 seconds and calling it a day. Modern Hyundais have an incredibly complex network of electronic control modules. There's the ECU, the TCU, the BCM, the TPMS module, and several others all talking to each other constantly. When any of these modules stores corrupt data, outdated memory, or misread sensor values, it causes a cascade of weird behavior across the entire car. Warning lights come on for no reason. The transmission shifts rough. The idle feels unstable. The car hesitates when you press the gas. Sound familiar? What a proper battery reset does is wipe all of that stored adaptive memory. It forces every module to start fresh, to relearn real-time data from your actual driving conditions rather than relying on cached values that may have gone bad. It's essentially a soft factory reset for your car's brain, and it fixes an enormous range of problems that people are spending hundreds of dollars trying to diagnose. Trick 2. How to do the battery reset the right way. Here's exactly how to do it. First, make sure your car is parked, the engine is completely off, and you have your key with you, not in the ignition. Open your hood and locate the negative terminal on your battery. That's the black cable with the minus symbol. Using a wrench, typically a 10mm, loosen the clamp and slide the cable off the terminal. Don't let it touch the battery post. Now here's where most people mess up. They wait 30 seconds and put it back. That is not enough time. To properly discharge the capacitors in your Hyundai's control modules and fully clear the adaptive memory, you need to wait a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. Set a timer, walk away, get a coffee, come back. While you're waiting, go inside your car and press the brake pedal about 10 to 15 times. This drains any residual electricity stored in the system capacitors and ensures a complete memory wipe. It sounds strange, but it genuinely makes a difference. After your 20 minutes are up, reconnect the negative cable, tighten the clamp snugly, and close the hood. Do not start the car yet. We've got one more critical step to do first. Trick 3. The throttle body relearn that changes everything. This is the step that most people skip, and it's the reason their reset doesn't stick. After disconnecting the battery, your Hyundai's throttle body loses its learned idle position. If you just start the car and drive away, the car will stumble, idle rough, and potentially throw a new error code almost immediately. The engine control unit hasn't had a chance to relearn the throttle's baseline, so it's essentially guessing. Here's the correct relearn procedure. Get in the car with the key. Turn the ignition to the on position. That means all the dashboard lights come on, but do not start the engine. Hold it there for about 3 seconds. Now turn it back to off and wait another 3 seconds. Repeat this cycle 3 times total. What you're doing is allowing the electronic throttle control system to initialize and self-calibrate before the engine ever fires. After the 3rd cycle, go ahead and start the engine. Let it idle completely undisturbed for at least 10 minutes. Don't touch the gas pedal. Don't turn on the AC. Don't rev it, just let it sit and idle. The ECU is using this time to relearn your idle speed, your fuel trim values, and your throttle position baseline. This is the part of the process that most tutorials leave out, and it's absolutely essential to getting a lasting fix. Trick 4. The drive cycle that locks in the fix. Once your car has idled for 10 minutes, it's time to complete a proper drive cycle. This isn't just driving around the block. A proper Hyundai drive cycle is a specific sequence of driving conditions that allows every onboard sensor and module to fully recalibrate. If you skip this, your check engine light might come back on within a few days, and you'll think the fix didn't work when in reality it just wasn't finished. Start by driving at a slow, steady speed, around 20 to 30 miles per hour, for about 2 minutes. Then gradually accelerate to highway speed, somewhere between 55 and 65 miles per hour, and maintain that for at least 5 minutes. This gives your oxygen sensors, your catalytic converter monitor, and your fuel system the operating conditions they need to run their self-tests and complete their readiness checks. After the highway portion, slow back down. Let the car decelerate naturally without using the brakes if possible, and then sit at a low idle, like at a traffic light, for about a minute. Finally, park the car, turn it off, and let it sit for at least 2 hours before driving again. That cool-down period allows the EVAP system monitor to complete its test cycle. After this full sequence, your car's modules will have cleanly relearned everything they need, and in the vast majority of cases, whatever issues you were experiencing will be completely gone. Trick 5. What problems this actually fixes? The list is shocking. Now let's talk about what this actually resolves, because the range of problems is genuinely surprising. The most common issue it fixes is phantom check engine lights. These are situations where the code points to something like an oxygen sensor or an evap system leak. But when you actually inspect those components, there's nothing wrong. 9 times out of 10, it's a sensor that logged a bad reading and stored it in memory. The reset clears it, the relearn confirms the sensor is actually fine, and the light stays off permanently. Rough idle and idle hunting, that weird situation where your RPMs fluctuate up and down while sitting at a stop, this is almost always a throttle body learning issue. After a proper reset and relearn, the idle smooths out completely. Many Hyundai owners who have been chasing this problem for months report it disappearing after one proper reset cycle. Transmission hesitation and rough shifting is another big one. The transmission control unit builds adaptive shift maps over time, and when those maps get corrupted or outdated, especially after a software update or a battery that's slowly drained, the transmission starts behaving erratically. The reset wipes those learned values and forces the TCU to rebuild them cleanly based on your current driving habits. Within about a week of normal driving after the reset, most owners report noticeably smoother shifts. Poor fuel economy, random TPMS warnings with no tire pressure changes, phantom ABS activations at low speeds, infotainment system glitches that lock up or restart randomly. All of these have been confirmed by owners to resolve after a proper battery reset procedure. The electrical and software layer of modern Hyundais is incredibly powerful, but it's also prone to accumulated errors over time. Think of it like a computer that never gets restarted. Eventually, something goes wrong. Trick 6. Why the dealership doesn't tell you this. I want to address something that comes up every single time I talk about this. People ask, why didn't my dealer just tell me to do this? Why did I pay for diagnostics when this free fix exists? And honestly, the answer is a little uncomfortable. It's not necessarily malicious. Dealerships operate on labor hours. When you bring your car in for a warning light, they plug in their diagnostic computer, read the code, and charge you for that service. If the fix is disconnect your battery and wait 20 minutes, there's no labor to bill. Beyond that, some dealership service techs are following a very rigid diagnostic flowchart. The code says oxygen sensor, they replace the oxygen sensor. The code says EVAP purge valve, they replace the EVAP purge valve. They're not necessarily stopping to ask whether the sensor is actually bad or whether the code is a ghost reading that would clear itself with a reset. That's not always negligence. It's just how flat-rate service work operates. Hyundai has also released several technical service bulletins, TSBs, acknowledging that many of these ghost codes and electrical quirks exist and that software or module resets are the recommended fix. You can actually look up TSBs for your specific vehicle on the NHTSA website for free. If your issue matches a known TSB, the dealer may be required to fix it under warranty, and a reset may be the official fix anyway. Always check before paying for anything. Trick 7. When to do this regularly. Your Hyundai maintenance calendar. Here's something nobody talks about. This isn't just a fix you do once when something goes wrong. Doing a proper battery reset and relearn every 12 to 18 months as a part of your regular maintenance routine is genuinely beneficial for long-term ownership. Modern cars accumulate bad data over time. Sensors drift slightly. Learned values shift. Doing a periodic reset keeps everything calibrated to your current vehicle conditions. It's also something you should always do after any significant repair. If you've had your battery replaced, your alternator swapped, any major sensor work done, or any software update installed at the dealer, always follow up with a reset and relearn cycle. Software updates in particular are notorious for causing temporary issues because the modules are resetting their own firmware but may carry over old adaptive values that conflict with the new software version. Similarly, if you've been dealing with a slow battery drain and your battery voltage dipped significantly over a period of days or weeks, do a full reset afterward. A battery that drained slowly can cause all kinds of modules to log incorrect values during that low voltage period, and those bad readings can persist even after you recharge or replace the battery. Trick 8. The hidden power of the GDS and BlueLink apps for free diagnostics. While we're talking about free fixes, I have to mention one more tool that Hyundai owners are massively underusing. If your Hyundai came with BlueLink, which most models from 2012 onward did, you have access to vehicle health reports directly on your phone. Open the BlueLink app, go to Vehicle Status, and you can pull a basic diagnostic snapshot that includes warning indicators and module status. This isn't as deep as a full OBD scan, but it can tell you whether a warning is active before you even open the hood. For a deeper free diagnostic, pick up a basic OBD2 Bluetooth adapter. They run between $8 and $15 on Amazon, and pair it with a free app like Torque or OBD Fusion. These apps will read every pending and stored code on your Hyundai, tell you which ones are hard faults versus pending faults, and show you live sensor data. A pending fault is exactly what it sounds like, a code that logged once but hasn't confirmed yet. Pending faults are prime candidates for clearing with a battery reset because they often represent a single anomalous reading rather than an actual component failure. When you combine free OBD diagnostics with the battery reset procedure, you've essentially given yourself the ability to do first-line diagnostics and fixes that would cost you anywhere from $50 to $200 at a shop. You'll know before you bring the car in whether you're dealing with a ghost code or a real problem, and that knowledge alone will save you from being upsold on repairs you don't need. Trick 9. Real owner results. What people are actually saying. I want to share some real-world results from the Hyundai owner community because this isn't just my experience. On the Hyundai forums and in several large Hyundai Facebook groups, this procedure has been shared hundreds of times with overwhelmingly positive results. One owner with a 2019 Sonata had been dealing with a P0420 catalyst efficiency code for 8 months. 2 dealer visits, 1 new oxygen sensor later, still coming back. Did the full reset and drive cycle, code hasn't returned in 6 months. Another owner with a 2021 Tucson was experiencing transmission shudder between second and third gear. The dealer told her the transmission needed to be relearned with their proprietary GDS equipment and quoted her a diagnostic fee. She did the battery reset herself, completed the drive cycle, and within 3 days of normal driving, the shudder was completely gone. That's a few $100s saved in an afternoon. A 2017 Santa Fe Sport owner had his TPMS light coming on constantly, despite all 4 tires being at proper pressure. Reset the battery, completed the relearn, and then manually reset the TPMS sensors through the infotainment menu, which is another free step you can do yourself. And the light has been off ever since. These aren't cherry-picked stories. Search any Hyundai forum for battery reset fix, and you'll find pages and pages of the same results. Trick 10. What this fix won't solve. Being honest with you. I want to be straight with you because I'm not here to tell you this is a magic fix for everything. There are genuine mechanical problems that a battery reset will not resolve. If your engine is burning oil, if your timing chain is worn, if you have a real coolant leak, if your brake pads are metal on metal, none of that goes away with a reset. Physical problems require physical repairs. Similarly, if you have a confirmed bad sensor, one that's reading wildly outside its normal range in live data, not just throwing a stored code, it probably needs to be replaced. If your battery is genuinely failing and can't hold a charge, no amount of resets will fix that. And if you're dealing with a known Hyundai recall or a widespread engine issue like the Theta 2 engine problems that affected certain Sonatas and and Elantras, that's a physical repair covered under a specific recall or extended warranty, and you should absolutely take that to the dealer. The point isn't that this fixes everything. The point is that a significant percentage of the warning lights, electrical glitches, and minor behavioral quirks that Hyundai owners experience are software and memory issues, not mechanical failures. And for those, this free procedure is genuinely more effective than most of the paid diagnostics and repairs that people are spending money on. Know what you're dealing with before you spend a dime, and use every free tool available to you. The bottom line: own your Hyundai, don't let it own you. Here's what I want you to take away from this video. Modern cars are computers on wheels, and just like your laptop or your phone, they benefit enormously from a proper restart every now and then. The battery reset and throttle relearn procedure costs you nothing but time, requires no mechanical skills, and has a documented track record of resolving a huge percentage of the everyday issues that Hyundai owners face. If your Hyundai has been giving you trouble, warning lights, rough behavior, electrical weirdness, do this before you do anything else. If this video helped you out, drop a comment below and let me know what issue it fixed on your car. I read every single comment, and those real-world reports help other owners who are searching for their specific problem. Hit the like button if you found this useful. It genuinely helps this video reach more Hyundai owners who need it. And subscribe if you want more practical, no-nonsense car ownership content. No fluff, no unnecessary repairs, just honest information that actually saves you money. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.